How do I do it? I'm just telling you this. Create an ad and write your ad here and the title here. After that, you click on send a copy of this ad immediately via email and hit send. That's it. The ad will be sent with its colors via email. And here we say these are the ads. And this is something very important for us to see. We want to move on to the next step and create a new page for virtual classes. This is an independent course, but you need to know how to add the virtual classroom tool to meet with students through Blackboard Collaborate. If you're meeting via Zoom, create alternative virtual classes. Sometimes professors say, Dr. Abdul Rahman, Blackboard is down, we can't work. Just create alternative virtual classes for problems. If there's an issue, switch to Zoom meetings. You have virtual classes and alternative ones on Zoom. Let's move to Zoom directly. They'll say, create a new meeting and get to work. Professors say, Blackboard is down. Create alternative classes. Switch to Zoom if needed. If that fails, succeed with this. Virtual and alternative classes on Zoom. Move to Zoom. Create a meeting and work. Virtual and alternative classes. One with Collaborate Ultra, the other with meetings. Everything works. Set up discussion forums to organize. Interaction. 1, 2, 3. Add discussion forums. Interaction patterns. They are a tool here. Keep them. Set up a Zoom meeting. If that fails, we can succeed with this. You have virtual classes and alternative ones on Zoom. Let's move to Zoom. They'll say, create a new meeting and get to work. Virtual classes use Collaborate Ultra or meetings. Everything is set up. To organize, add discussion forums. Your interaction will be 1, 2, 3. Add discussion forums as interaction patterns. They are a tool here. Keep them as discussion forums. We're done. Enter it to find our icebreaker forum created earlier. There will be forums for course materials later. Virtual classes with Collaborate Ultra are working fine. To organize, add discussion forums for interaction. Forums are your interaction patterns, so add them. Enter to find our icebreaker forum. Interaction means adding sections, separates beginnings and communication methods. What's left? Announcements, virtual arrivals, discussions, and messages within the course and email. Add the email tool here. The discussion forums are discussions, a discussion board. If you enter it, you'll find our icebreaker forum we created recently, the icebreaker. There will still be forums for the course materials soon, but the interaction here means when I add the section and pull this section here, it will separate between beginnings and communication methods. So what's left? Announcements, virtual arrivals, discussions, and we still have messages within the course and email. Add them. No, cancel that. Add the email tool here. Okay, here it is. Add. It separates the beginnings and our communication methods, announcements, virtual arrivals, discussions, and messages within the course and email. The email tool sends emails directly to all users. Write, select, and send. It sends immediately. There's also course messages, a new tool. All these are communication methods. Setting up a section shows the methods you have. After essential info like the home page, start here. And course info. There are several communication methods, discussions, emails, and course messages. Here is the email tool for sending emails. You can send to all users and hit send. It sends the email. This is the email tool. There's also a new tool for course messages. Communication methods include discussions, emails, and course messages. Communication can be two-way or one-way. And here we have messages, which are messages within the course. So all these are communication methods. When I set up a section like this, look at how many communication methods you have. After the essential information, which is the home page, and start here, and the course information, there are several communication methods between students, like discussions, mails, and course messages. And between the students and the teacher, I mean, in both directions, teacher to student or student to teacher through the virtual classes, which are synchronous alternatives like Zoom. These are synchronous and asynchronous, like discussions, emails, and course messages. Or it can be one way, where the teacher gives information and the students can't respond, like announcements. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 communication methods between the teacher and their students within the course. These will help you when you come to read the teacher's tasks, which were here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 communication methods between the teacher and their students within the course. These will help you when you come to read. the teacher's tasks, which were here. You find that first, creating the weekly message is done. This is the news. Second, the virtual classes. I am not ready. I have prepared the virtual classes environment and the alternative virtual classes for Zoom, and I am ready to follow up on the performance. Third, you see what the students are doing and see how their system works. Fourth, I did not do these communication channels with you. The 6 communication links that we have made together here, take note of them. Third, performance follow-up. Fourth, communication channel management. Fifth, issuing reports. We took them before in a course in the full level preparation courses a while ago, and they are also comparable to us in the courses that are held, meaning if you enter the courses, you'll find courses on report generation and tracking. Let's continue since the audio is fine. My desktop will appear soon. We were on our computing course. This is series 3. We set up course news, virtual classes, and Zoom alternatives. We're at the content section. A special training session is planned. Everything's fine and there's no problem. Let's continue with the part we were on. Allow me to share the application again. My desktop should appear for you in a few seconds. It should be visible now. We were working on our course, which is an introduction to computing. As you can see on the screen, this is training. Series 3, the 3rd course. We created a start page here, set up the home page, and provided course information. We also created course news, virtual classes, and alternative virtual classes via Zoom. Additionally, we set up discussions, email, and course messages. We're currently at the content section, and just so you know, there's a special training planned. This training is divided into 2 parts, content and design. Our sessions are part of the program, and we've completed a session on animation. This involves designing courses, specifically infographics in digital content. Today, we won't work on video or multimedia as there's a video for the episode. Multimedia content will have its own course lasting 6 hours over 2 days. We'll continue our work in that. I also have a course on infographics, focusing on graphics, audio, images, and banners. We have training regarding animation. This involves designing courses, especially infographics for multimedia in digital content. We won't work on multimedia or discuss audio, images, video differences, or inserting images and PDFs. Multimedia content has a separate 6-hour course over 2 days. I have an infographics course on graphics, audio, images, and banners. Engineer Said handles assessments, tests, and question banks, crucial for instructors. We will not work on multimedia. We will not mention the difference between sound, image, video, and all this talk. How do we put an image and how do we put a hand on Eve? The multimedia is complete in the content. It has an independent course of 6 hours over 2 days, right? We will complete our work in it. I also have an infographic course, especially for graphics, sound, images, intention, images, banners, and such talk. Engineer Saeed has the assessments and tests along with the question banks, a key part of the instructor's responsibilities, and that's really important. And Dr. Sami is also here with us for preparing and grading the tests. So what do I believe about this? I believe that all the courses complement each other. Anyone entering e-learning should take courses in order for a smooth experience. Zoom and Blackboard Ultra had training courses, complementing each other. We continue with design to complete content and assessments in separate courses. Someone might ask, Dr. Abdul Rahman, are we having evaluations, assignments, tests, and question banks today? I would say no. In the 8th week, on October 19th, Dr. Abdul Rahman, are we having evaluations, assignments, tests, and question banks today? No. On October 19th, in about 13 or 14 days, we will have a 3-hour course on assessments. How will we include multimedia content like images, audio, and on your video? There are 2 full days planned for that. On October 24th and 25th, I will give courses on using media in content development. The course template includes a banner, main blocks, a start section with a welcome message, a student guide, a course to tour, a mind map. The Icebreaker Forum is also recorded. I will give you courses on using media in content development. We are focusing on specific parts, especially the course template. It's nice to understand that the courses complement each other. I have things related to the template. What's in the homepage? The homepage has a banner and includes the main blocks we added. The Start Here section contains a welcome message, a student guide, a tour of the course, a mind map. The Icebreaker Forum is recorded. The course information you get from the academic department comes from there, the syllabus, resources, or the weekly schedule. The welcome message, mind map, and other related information about the course come mostly from the academic department. This includes details like who the instructor is, the resources, and the weekly schedule, outlining what will be covered during the semester, along with the course guidelines, which include grading policies and attendance rules. This is related to the course, and it shows us how to add links like applications or tools such as course news, virtual classes, Zoom, discussion forums, and course emails. Now, let's move on to another application, but not communication. It's about student grades. Here, we have a performance link that allows students to see their grades within the course, and this is something we call their grades. And here are my grades. These are the grades specific to the student, and they are available for the student to access and see what they scored in tests and assignments. It shows whether the grades have been submitted or not. So all of this needs to be added for the students so they can know their grades. Before they can see their grades, there needs to be a special area for the content. In a special area for the content,